Sounds. Hey, we're live.
Hi.
Oh, what?
Hello. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to Fey Touch Wrath of the River King. Sorry, we're a little bit late today. A few technical issues with some internet outages over in central USA.
Yeah.
But here we are, four of us. Welcome, everyone, to Fey Touch. This is our episode 4 of our Wrath of the River King campaign. And a very merry welcome to Latreni. Hi, Latreni. How are you today?
Hello, I'm pretty good today. How are you?
I am outstanding. Beautiful spring day in Australia. Everything's lovely down here.
Yeah, beautiful fall day over here. Hello, I'm Maitreni once again. I play Tisme, the Hexblood Twilight Cleric.
Very good. And g'day, Eric. Welcome.
Hello. Good day.
G'day.
I really feel like Australia is the Feywild of this world, of our world. Like, time is weird. There's insane creatures that shouldn't exist. So yeah, you are truly in the Feywild, I think.
It's true. We are very Fey at the moment. Hi. G'day, Jared. How are you?
Hello. We're doing it. We're here. We're surviving. I'm Jared. I play Quinn, the Elf Ranger. He plays Bizbo, the Kobold Artificer.
Oh, yeah.
I think we just forget. Yeah, it's just whatever. It's fine.
Just skip.
Yeah.
And a bit of an apology. No Esmeralda today. Taylor, we believe, is having all sorts of internet issues, so we'll soldier on without her. If she does manage to fix them, we'll do a little short break so that she can join us. But for now, we're gonna push on ahead without our Eladrin fairy princess, which is going to be an interesting one, seeing as we're now heading into the Oak King's court. But we'll see how we go. Before we begin the game proper, I need to acknowledge the creatives and artists that we're using for this session, particularly the amazing work of Darshan Fragnani for our character portraits. And we always link all his stuff when we put this on YouTube, but check him out. He's really, really cool. And I've got to say, he did an amazing version of Tiernan, which has dropped, and he's starting to work on the portrait of Lieutenant Muss at the moment, so I cannot wait to see what that looks like when it comes in. That'll be really, really cool.
Is angry lieutenant or happy lieutenant? Like pre-portal leaving or post?
How many gray hairs does he have?
A lot. He's got a big shock of grey hair.
Is he still being held?
Yeah, that's right. The whole person went, yeah, no. So I'm looking forward to what he comes up with that. It's a tiefling angry lieutenant, please, which will be really cool. I can't wait to see what he does with it. As well as that, we use all sorts of cool things. We're obviously playing on Fantasy Grounds. We are using Sirenscape for our immersive sounds. Hopefully you can hear our spooky forest noises as we talk. We're also using the world of Midgard with Kobold Press, and there's a whole heap of Kobold Press monsters and spells and subclasses that we use in this game. And finally, a quick shout out for tokens and battle maps, especially Splattered Ink, Forgotten Adventurers, Tom Kartos. Hopefully we get to see his beautiful map, Devon Knight for our tokens. So yeah, thanks guys. It's awesome. We get to use all these great things on our game, which is really nice. And before we begin in proper, we had a level up. Congratulations. Yay. Everyone leveled up. We're now at level 6 at the end of our last session. Haven't had our big long rest yet, but... Sorry, Jared.
No, I was just saying, I just love the idea of, like, everyone leveled up. Like, is there ever a situation, and this is maybe for running wild, where one person, you're like, yeah, you just didn't deserve it quite. Yeah, you can get it next
that's
session.
right.
Yeah. Jonah's still level 5, technically.
Yeah, she hasn't turned up yet. So next week, now you're level 6. Yeah. So what we do when we level up, of course, we're going to roll some hit points. So if we can get the dice roller up, this is always fun. We re-roll ones. Who's going to be the guinea pig to go first? Any volunteers?
I'll go first. I ain't scared of
so confident.
no dice.
Are we saying what you've done, or are we going to keep that as a bit of a secret?
I don't know. I mean, we've talked about
The
it.
hit dice is the same.
Yeah, we'll keep it a secret then. If
Okay,
the dice
cool.
changed,
All right.
yeah, so we'll keep it a secret. Here we go. Big money, no whammies.
Here we
Oops,
go.
I just flopped it on the ground here. All right, try it again.
Big D10. Adding +1 with your con bonus.
Oh, it still didn't work? Oh, good.
Nope,
It's good.
in the chat window.
It's good that one didn't register. Son of a bitch. Are you registering?
Nope.
No.
Oh, well, that was a 1 anyway. All right, I'm going to double click it. What is going on?
I'm just going to type put it here in Fantasy Grounds.
There you go.
I am. It just doesn't like me.
Very strange.
He's weird.
It's one of those rare occurrences where someone doesn't level up and they stay level 5 with the rest of the group.
There we go.
Ah, there's a die.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Hey.
Okay.
7 hit points.
Okay, I rolled about 9 times under the scenes there, and that is the best roll. So everything else was absolutely terrible. So thank God I didn't register, I guess.
So 44 hit points for Queen.
I like it.
Excellent. Who's next?
I'll go. Got a D8.
Oh, you've always rolled really well. Look at your hit points.
I rolled
Massive.
bad last time.
Did you?
I rolled really good the first time and then bad the second time.
Here we go.
Oh, bam!
I'll take it.
Bam! Another 10.
Did you know that means Bisbo
Yeah.
gets a 2? You know?
Oh, I'm
Thank
getting.
God
I'm
for
getting
Escored.
Okay, so
I'm
someone
getting
has to
another
roll.
two. I rolled 2 2s before.
So I've got Tisme on 50 and Bisbo on 31 for level 6s.
Bisbo has never gone down, has he?
No.
No, I've never knocked
Of course
Bisbo out.
There's like, of course
Yeah.
not.
All right.
Come on,
Here
Eric.
we go.
I am not hopeful. This is the face
You
of
got this, man.
I see no hope.
Hey.
Average.
That's average. Isn't it?
That's above average for
Yeah.
me, right?
So an extra 6.
No,
so
it's
37.
average. 4.5.
Oh, yeah.
So not bad. So we've got Tisme on 50. We've got
Of course.
Quinn on 44. Bisbo on 37. Esmeralda on
Oh
33
my
with a roller cup.
I haven't broke 40 yet.
No.
The best part of all of this is we had about a 10-minute conversation before the cameras went live about how AC is not important for as James is trying to convince us that we don't need ACs, and then you've got poor Bisbo over there who's just
Yeah, I'm building myself a breastplate. It's happening. It's happening. I don't have HP. I need AC. That's where I'm at. So
Armor class and deck saves. Overrated. Don't need them. It's fine.
all we need to do is just figure out how to juice Twilight. Say, we don't need real HP if we can just get about 50 temp HP each fight. You know, so we'd be in good shape there.
Only if I was looking up the stats because there's a thing called Fantasy Ground stats, and we should actually play a game. But Tisme healed you 162 hit points last time with 10 HP.
And she's
it's
unconscious.
freaking ridiculous.
Yeah.
but she's doing that every turn. A lot of times we're not even using it. Because you
that's
often
true.
roll it every turn.
Yeah.
For
So it's not
yourself, a lot
true.
of times I was depleting the temp HP.
No, it was good, but I don't think it was 137
Yeah, right.
actual healing.
Exactly,
Or,
yeah.
quote unquote healing. Yeah.
Just
But it's still very
So-
good.
Congratulations, everyone. So level 6 is really cool. We've got some cool new powers coming. Tisme in particular gets to do awesome, more cool, shadowy, Twilight magic stuff, which is a bit fun.
Twilight Sanctuary range is tripled, so it's just
that's right.
everyone's healed everywhere.
That does happen at some point, but
No, it does. It doubles.
it increases.
Yeah.
My God.
And of course, Channel Divinity now, so she gets 2 uses of it per short rest, which is good fun for me. So that's cool. So yeah,
My God.
I'm gonna forget. So
for all the DMs out there with Twilight clerics in their group, I feel your pain. I really do. But welcome. So let's get on with the game. Let's play some Wrath of the River King. When last we met, our group had cunningly laid a trap for some hunters that were appearing within the oaken forests around the realm of the Oak King. They had, I guess, encountered some small sprites earlier that seemed to have been controlling a flock of ravens. And before they'd been able to clear away from this oak tree, they'd heard the sounds of hunters' horns in the distance. Lying in wait, preparing an ambush, this enormous electrical boar, this large power pig, just kind of crashed its way through the underbrush and was immediately set upon by webs and all sorts of magic. And a massive fight occurred between some shadow fae, their pet hunting boars, and this enormous creature. Having reduced the large creature to what they thought was death, it had transformed itself into a boar man, this kind of half pig, half man, named Dunliebe, who it seems had been polymorphed against his will and joined the group in combating the Shadow Fae. While the melee was breaking out, a very stealthy she archer, the huntress, appeared within the boughs of the oak tree, shooting arrows at all and sundry, and Tisme fell for a while, And it was a close run thing as the party kind of fought for its life at the base of this oak tree. The hunter was dispatched and has been later identified as being one of the consorts or one of the courtiers of the Birch Queen. Birch Queen being an unseelie court that would normally be travelling around the Feywild with the fair of the Birch Queen being a kind of a place where a lot of the Fey congregate throughout the year. Dunliebe had some harrowing news to tell. It had been some years since Esmeralda had departed the Feywild into the mortal realm, even though it had only been a week in normal time for you guys that she had been in the village and in the forest of the Abernets. It had seemingly, her court, the Court of Roses, is in decline. The Queen of the Court of Roses has seemingly gone mad, and the Shadow Court is growing in its power across the forest. The Rowan King's court has fallen, many refugees taking it back to the Oak King Circle where you're on the outskirts. No real word from the Court of Roses for some time. And with the looking as though this hunter has come from the Birch Queen's fair, it looks as though the works of the Shadow Court, the Shadow Fae, has infiltrated even more into the lesser courts of the Feywild. Dunliebe, after being questioned about moving back to the Oak King, Dunliebe from the Rowan King Circle placed his hand upon an oak tree, opening the Fey roads, opening the ley lines from the oak tree into the Oak King Circle. One by one, you placed your hand upon the rough bark of the oak tree, disappearing into the Feywild once more.
I don't remember that as how I actually entered. That's not what happened to me.
Oh, you were pushed in, weren't you?
I was pushed in.
Things happen quickly.
Very rudely.
Yeah.
Everybody else, it was probably a very magical, almost spiritual experience. Mine was not that. So
very much screaming and tears and crying.
Almost throwing up. Yeah.
You've passed every vomit check you've made this. Have you not?
I can't vomit. A man can't vomit.
We should keep
it's a lot of
running
almost
vomit counter for Bisbo because you've
there should be
4 to 5 times I think, and you
Does Fantasy Grounds have that as stats?
The vomit count?
Yeah, we'll ask to get a module made for you.
Yeah.
What I can do is that I can add it as a skill if you like,
Yes.
and that way every time you roll against the skill, we'll see your success rate. Yeah.
I'll make a note. That's work that needs to be done. Of all the things that needs to be done, that's work that needs to happen.
And then if Esmeralda ever ends up in the city, then she can be rolling her vomit checks when she's
That's true.
by the human filth and order.
So the real question is, this would be a con-based roll, obviously.
Yeah.
But is it? Are you proficient in it? That's really the question.
So
I'm proficient in con saves, but my con's pretty low. So
all right, done. You now have vomit as a con skill on your carry sheet.
Sweet.
Ready to go.
I will roll that. I'm excited. Okay.
Fantasy
You get +1 to vomit. Yep. Great. All right. Have I missed anything? We good to go?
I think that's it.
It ended us going through, right? And then
We don't know.
I don't even know.
Esmeralda blew up, I think, on contact with the portal.
That's right.
Or Esmeralda's out and we end
Tragic.
up somewhere else. My flailing arms, we kind of go out of the wormhole in a different space.
In the back
Esmeralda
of the
finally
village
gets to
somehow.
go into an actual safe Fey court. One session after 15 playing this game, and poor Taylor can't make it. Hi, Taylor. Good luck. And so, for the 4 of you, your vision shifts. Your vision shifts into a myriad of colours, of shades, pink and purple lights. As time, space, and dimensions change, you emerge with a shimmering orange glow, a shimmering autumnal colour within an immense grove of trees. You see that this huge stand of mammoth oak trees, far, far larger than any one that you would normally see in a mortal realm, maybe double size, this huge stand of hundreds of these oaks standing around what seems to be a bubbling brook, the sound of water traversing. But looking up, you see that each of these trees is crisscrossed by gangways, by walkways. Within the boughs of each tree, you see these domes, these wicker-like domes, enormous, that would be as large as a hut, 40, 50 feet across, nestled into the upper boughs of these oaks. And as you look up, you see the cascade of oranges, yellows, and reds as the autumnal leaves circle, as they fall from each of these trees. It is beautiful. They swirl above you until, looking around, the entire air is full of these trees, of these leaves that just slowly spiral through the wind. You look around and you get that smell, that earthy smell of autumn, the petrichor of the rotting leaves, the faint smell of smoke. It is chilly, but you're not uncomfortable. And then you see above in the boughs once more the flickering of fires, these smokes of autumnal fires that are being lit on the boughs as creatures, as people live here. They live up there within the branches of the trees. You hear the creaking of timber as these figures, not ents, not large trees themselves, but creatures made of earth, made of wood, shumble their way across the boughs. You see large oaken clubs and shields as the wood woads patrol the lower branches. But further up, you see flocks of birds, beautiful, colourful, almost not tropical, but iridescent, with greens and reds flitting through the leaves. And everywhere you hear the sounds of owl song. In front of you, the grass rustles. A brown meadow that seems to sway in unison as far as the eye can see carpets the land in front of you in the base of these large oak trees. And one by one, coming out of the grove, are more of these wood woads, these shambling, almost like trunk-like creatures, made of oak, as if they'd fallen from the trees and sprung to life themselves, with club and with shield. They turn on the four of you, or the five of you, as Dunliebe is standing there in front. Welcome to the Oak King's Circle.
Queen.
He's just kind of in awe looking at the trees.
Queen.
Huh?
Is it? They have wooden shields and clubs. Isn't that like us wearing a skin shield and skin sword? That's kind of strange, isn't it?
At first,
like a Quinn shield.
just let's put a pin in that and come back to that a little later. But
I won't bring it up.
But you're yeah, don't bring it up. But you're.
I won't bring it up. But it is weird. I mean, am I crazy or is it weird?
It's a little weird. It's a little weird.
I don't know if that's how that works.
I remember in the city there was a tuna fish cannery, and they had this painted. The spokesperson was a tuna fish who would eat other tuna fish. I always thought it was weird. Kobolds will eat a lot, but they don't eat other kobolds. That's the line. You don't eat other kobolds.
We are going to get thrown out of this place. I can already tell. We're not going to make it very far. Okay, yeah.
But Tisme, don't you think it's weird that they have wooden clubs?
Not necessarily. There's lots of weird things in the Feywild thus far. Is this the line we're going to draw?
I don't know. I don't know how any of this works. There's a wood person there.
I mean,
First, I was worried that's
But
my
not
wooden
all
tools.
of the wood are
if
people.
you think
though.
about it, though, it's like if one of those goes down and the other guy reaches over and picks up his leg and then hits someone with it, that's a little strange. But it's like,
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If you went down and I grabbed her, if I chopped off her leg and smacked somebody with it, I'm sure Tisme, you would get upset with me, wouldn't you?
Sure, but not all of the wood is alive, right? Like the trees are not the same as the wood people, no?
I
Maybe?
don't know how this
I
works.
think
Answer me.
treat everything as alive here. I've learned
Hold
that.
on, I bring out a book. I need to look this up. I'm referencing the books for this. What's the deal with Feywild and tree people?
I just assume Esmeralda has left us and is like made like walk towards them, and the three of us are just in the back, like huddling. Yeah.
Whispering not quiet enough. Just not quiet enough.
The trunk-like creatures stagger towards you through the grove.
Are they wearing clothes?
No, they're just made of wood. And
It's
they
just
look
smooth.
they look
It's just smooth down
animated.
there? Okay.
They look animated as if they're literal tree trunks, old dead tree trunks that are moving through the forest. They stop 50 feet or so away from you. And then you hear the sound of scritching and scurrying, claw from within the trunk directly in front, and popping out and rolling down the side of the of this woodwode emerges a hedgehog, normal-sized hedgehog that rolls, sniffs the air slightly, and then stands on its 2 feet and takes a little bow. I'm Caden. Welcome.
Punch Bisbo.
Welcome
Bow.
to the
Yeah, I tried to do
King's
that.
Circle. Dunliebe, it's been a while. And the large boar man kind of just snorts in kind of acknowledgement. Esmeralda takes a deep bow.
We all go deeper. I go deeper.
Falling whenever Esmeralda does.
I fall over, trying to bow deep.
What'd you say the name of the hedgehog was?
This is Caden.
Caden?
Yeah,
Caden the Hedgehog.
Caden the hedgehog.
Wait, so there's also things living in. Okay.
So is he operating the tree?
I don't know.
I feel like you guys are overthinking this.
Are they in a relationship or like what's their?
Oh,
We're definitely.
Oh, please don't care for our guardians. The woodwolves patrol and protect. You'll be safe here if allowed to continue. The hedgehog looks at Dunliebe. These four are known to us. Piritos has met them before. They've been forbidden to enter. They've been forbidden to come to this place.
We bring news.
well,
They kind of like stumble forward, I guess. Is this in common? Everything so far?
Yes, so far.
Okay. A great fight ensued near what I believe to be one of your oaks out in the Feywilds. This man was transformed into a electric boar. I'm not gonna say power pig, but I was gonna make that joke, but I'm not gonna put that out there. And being hunted by some sort of shadow fae, and this huntress. Where did you say? What court was she from?
The Birch Queen's called.
And so we dealt with them, and we thought it prudent to bring word to your gracious host and king. So Dunliebe was nice enough to bring us here.
The Shadow Fae also graffitied the tree up. I don't know why. They just made a mess of it. Very strange.
Dunliebe snorts once more. I transformed me into a hideous pig creature. It was very uncomfortable. Thankfully, these four rescued me, transformed me back, and we walloped them good. Shadowfey brigands, hunting. I felt it best we retreat well within the circle, rather than bring them to the outskirts. Caden looks at this. Be that as it may, Piritos made his judgment.
We would be honored to perhaps earn favor back with the court. We are very unaccustomed to the ways of the Feywild, and we may have spoken and acted out of turn before. Esmeralda, as you know, is much more familiar, and hopefully she can persuade, or at least, I don't know, bargain for us to gain entry and talk with the king. At least her, if not the four of us.
Esmeralda would stand forward and regale this hedgehog with her lineage. She's a noble, of course, within the space.
30 minutes later.
30 minutes later, yeah, after a long chat. I don't think this would be an issue. She's a noble background with charisma coming out of everywhere, so that would be fine. The hedgehog takes a look at the group. I will have Esmeralda, the princess of the Court of Roses. She may enter. For the others, looks up towards an oak just to the left, probably the most out, kind of on the outer of the circle of these oak trees. You may wait at the bracken bough, at the bracken bough. And the hedgehog looks up towards the closest oak tree, and you see that these bracken domes on each of the areas are full of creatures. You can see them moving around up on top of the kind of first story of the boughs of this tree. My dog goes crazy.
You can hear them.
Sorry,
even if you listen to the distance. They howl. I like to think he doesn't howl at all until you start this session every day. Mm-hmm. Like he's just completely quiet, and then just one good session, he knows.
That's right.
Or there's like a wallaby that has it out for you that just messes with it at the right time.
That's right. One of my neighbours watches the stream and then just comes out of my house and torments my dog. Yeah, absolutely.
Of course. We appreciate the gesture and at least allowing us to stay. So look at Bisbo. I look kind of Esmeralda. Do we need to offer gifts or anything? Is there any customs or just?
Oh no. No. We do not need to offer gifts. We take gold for accommodations. Speak to Neve. She runs the hostel within the bow.
Does she have a store that we can buy and sell goods, or?
I think you might find there's some trade that can be undertaken within the space.
We got a lot.
We've got a lot of shit. We've got some shit.
I like move around and you just hear like the jangle of so many
miscellaneous hag shit in your inventory.
Yeah, it just spills out and burns into the ground.
A candelabra, just random. Just a lot of random. I'm like a thrift store, walking thrift store.
One thing you do notice though is there's not a single piece of metal that you can see anywhere. There's nothing.
Curses! You don't have like fancy fey metals, or is there like coral? No, I guess we're not in the ocean. Okay. I can work with wood. I'm actually quite good at. Wait, I say, is it? I Dunliebe. I'm like, what is this stance? I'm like working with wood here. Is it good? Is it not good? Can I pick up wood I find? Can I buy some wood and carve it? What's the deal with carving wood?
The hedgehog pipes up, Caden,
Oh, I was talking to Riku. Okay, sure.
but he overhears the
Yeah.
discussion, and he's from the court.
I say that.
so-
I say that under my breath. I'm like, don't think Riku. Okay.
That the oaks drop are no longer required. We ask that you keep the acorns safe. They will grow the next generation of trees, but dead timber, that which the king's consorts and courtiers have spilled onto the ground. Our craftsmen are well skilled. If you are one of those, it would be impressive to see your work.
I mean, I've been known to, whittle up some bears or statues of people before. You want a sculpture of your face? I can do that.
We appreciate the nope. We appreciate the gesture, and we will go wait patiently at the bracken bow.
The hedgehog rolls into a ball and then up the side of this wood-woad tree trunk,
What?
and then kind of gestures towards Esmeralda and
Is that
Dunliebe.
magic? I must understand how he did this. He just went up it, he just
Rolled up
impossibly just rolled up this tree.
Is
Yes.
it blue?
in a little ball, rolling up.
You feel like I think you and Tisme could feel like every kind of fiber in Bisbo's body is forward, wanting to go and investigate this tree person to see why this happened. He's slowly walking forward.
We'll just kind of take your
Just make-
shoulders and
Yeah, I'm gonna grab an arm.
I'm putting metal rods.
loop arms around you.
Yep.
and just kinda lift
Just
you up
back
off the
up.
ground and just kind of walk you towards the bracken bow.
I'm so heavy, by the way. I'm like the dentist that you've ever picked up.
Don't worry, E. We'll take care.
I just
of,
want to see. I just want one sample.
No,
just one sample.
No.
Godwin,
No.
go.
Oh gosh,
Go
no.
grab Godwin.
Yeah, see if we can grab Godwin. Yeah.
Esmeralda, with a disapproving look that I think we can all imagine,
I see it when I close my eyes.
turns her back on Bisbo, and with Dunliebe and the woodwode carrying the hedgehog, the four of the figures move deeper within the grove of oak. Two of the woodwodes are standing, resolute, kind of barring your entry or into the confines of deeper within the circle of oak trees. They're just motionless. They just stand completely still, resolute. They're not physically linking arms or anything. They're just standing there to what, for outsiders, would just look like dead tree trunks in the middle of a grove. You, however, have seen them move.
They have no markings or anything on them, to signify that they're not tree trunks.
Nope.
Interesting.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's so things in the Feywild can look like a rock or something, and just we have to be careful with rocks and trees now, I guess. I thought birds were the only enemy, but
Yeah, it
I
seems
think
like
Esmeralda's taught us at this point just to be careful in general.
just everything.
Wild.
Yes.
You look to your left to this large oak tree, and again, it's significant. This would be 100, 150 feet tall. It's a big oak tree with large spreading boughs, these bracken domes on the side, and it's not readily apparent about how you would get up there.
I was just gonna ask if there were stairs or not.
It's 30 to 40 feet up before the first of the large branches that would hold people.
Not doing that. Is there any fallen wood as we're walking over?
Yeah, sure. There's small branches
I can grab some?
and twigs and bits and pieces. Yeah, the whole ground is littered with some. Nothing
If
major.
I grab it and I just kind of quickly use my awl or something just to kind of bite into it, does it have the texture or the fiber and the density of normal kind of oak?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, these look, for all intents and purposes, are like oak trees, and think what's been delivered from them look like oak.
Okay.
Just
I'll pick
massive.
up some good whittling branches.
Yep.
You know what I'm putting in my inventory, right? Putting in my inventory.
There are
I'm
acorns
leaving
all
acorns.
over all over in various states of decay. It's autumn, so it is. They're starting to rot into the soil, merge into the soil at this point.
As we stand at the base, I guess Quinn kind of look up and look at the two of you. Any
Can't we just stay down the bottom? Why do we have to go up there? Not that I'm afraid or anything, or have ever been up at heights, but it just seems like not of extra work to go up that top.
Well, we were told to go up, so
there's a shop up
Right.
there, Bisbo.
yeah.
Yes. And he
You could-
kind of send a letter up with you, and then
You could trust Tisme and I to shop for the items that you need.
his eyes narrow at you, assessing everything that you are. Okay, fine. I take out a fake cigarette
Do you
for
have,
bravery. It's
do you
flour
have
that
an
comes
issue with
out.
heights, Bisbo?
What? No. Why do you think that? I've been up plenty of trees before. I'm gonna roll deception.
Yeah. Sure.
Not to give it away, but
No. Does that mean Tisme rolls insight against it?
What's your passive insight? It'd be pretty high, wouldn't it?
It would be pretty high.
Higher than an 8, I'm sure.
No, my I have a +8.
Yeah.
To
So
insight.
your passive insight's 18. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's pretty obvious.
oh, I definitely I've been up a tree before, and then in heights, and seen things from up top.
Hmm.
From nearby, moving through the air, you hear a very small, tiny little voice. Comes past Bisbo's face and around his head. Why is your face on fire?
Good look around.
His face on fire?
What'd you say, Bisbo?
Huh? What did you said something?
What's that thing in your mouth?
Nothing talking to us.
Can I see if there's anything nearby?
Anything? Yeah.
Tiny, maybe 2 inches. You would call it a hummingbird if you didn't see it. This tiny little iridescent green bird, yellow wings, and striped tights.
Can Godwin keep up with
Hovers around Bisbo.
it? Can Godwin keep up with it?
Oh, it's just kind of circling around you, so it's kind of zipping in and out. So yeah, Goblin would be able to track it. That thing,
Hello?
you lit it. Smoke coming out of your mouth. What?
Oh, it's
What-
flour,
what
by
are
the
you
way.
doing?
It's not smoke, it's flour.
It's flour.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
fake
it's one of those
cigarette.
like fake cigarettes.
Yeah, exactly. Huh? Who is? Do I see this thing?
Yeah.
Hello, friend.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. You're not allowed to have fires when you're up there. Well, you can have fires, but they're in the fireplaces.
Oh, yes. This is
Okay.
not. I will put it out. I'm gonna roll deception. I will put it out. I make a sound as I like put it in.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
yeah.
Appreciate that. Yep.
What?
I'm Quinn. This is Tisme and Bisbo. We're kind of new here. Any other rules we should be aware of before we climb up this thing?
Well, no stealing.
Okay.
I found that one out the hard way. No, you're not allowed to fight with people, particularly
Okay.
in the pixie bar. So
Is it-
please don't drink too much and cause trouble. No going into other people's rooms. Found that out the hard way too. You got to stay in your own room. And Neve says you got to pay everything in advance. So you pay
Okay,
before
fine.
you sleep here.
Did you find that out the hard way too?
No, that one I got told when I arrived.
This is my next character
Oh.
if Quinn dies, just to let you guys all know that right now. Okay.
How long have you been here?
What's that?
Have you been here a
Oh.
while?
What the heck's happened to your eye?
That's a great question.
You should see your
The
finger.
hag.
Can I see your finger? Ah!
Oh, wait.
Why do you only have 4 fingers?
Which one was it? My ring finger.
Your
My
pinky?
ring finger.
Oh.
Oh, that must have hurt. Why didn't you heal it back?
It doesn't. It was a sacrifice.
Oh, that seems like an awfully... Well, each their own, I guess. So,
Yeah.
sorry, you were asking something before I got interrupted by someone else?
Oh, but have you been here how long? Short amount
Have
of
I
time?
been here long? Oh,
Yes.
maybe.
Okay.
Maybe I have. I think I hatched here.
Oh. Okay.
I think, yeah. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah. Maybe. Time's funny here. Time's very weird.
I've heard.
Yeah.
Do you know how we're supposed to get up to the top of the tree?
Oh, that's really easy. That's fine. I'll just get Connell to bring you up.
Oh, of course.
Do you want me to get him?
Connell?
What does Connell? How does Connell get you up there?
Oh, he'll drop down the vines and
Uh-huh.
and stuff, and you climb up like a road.
Climb.
Although you're pretty little, he could probably give you a lift if you wanted. He's pretty strong.
I'm sorry, what was your name?
Yeah.
Kenag.
Kinnick.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Thank
Oh,
you
nice
so
to meet
much
you
for
too.
your help.
Oh, my pleasure. That's fine.
Kinnick.
It's kind of my job now. My job's to come down and check out people and make sure they got the rules. Oh, I'm supposed to ask for the money in advance. Sorry. You staying the night? How many days are you staying at the inn?
We
1 night.
1 night. Okay.
As far as we know.
yes.
Right. Fair enough. Just the 3 of you. You sharing a room, or do you want to? There's a really nice room. There's like the normal rooms are kind of nice, but then there's a really nice room. And if you want to have the room with the pipe and the smoking and the cushions, that's a bit more expensive, of course.
I think we should do 4 to be safe. And should we just do 2 and 2? Esmeralda and Tisme, and
Sure.
you get your privacy.
4 rooms.
No, we'll do 2 rooms
No,
apiece.
pair
We'll
up.
double up.
Yeah.
Do you want the stinky rooms with the hammocks, or do you want the really nice rooms with the beds and the linens?
How much are the really nice rooms?
Yeah, 5 gold.
Have we even used gold in this session?
Per
ever?
night?
No.
Never. I don't even know if I
Like-
have gold.
I don't even know.
Oh, we have a lot of stuff.
Oh no, yeah, we got money from defeating something at some point.
Oh, we got like 500
I
gold,
definitely
didn't we? Killing the
Billyback
Zodiac.
had some in its bag and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been,
It has like gems and stuff,
Yeah,
but
we're
not
okay.
gold.
Oh.
And then we got
We got
we have stuff to trade. Is it 5 gold a night?
well, if you want the really nice fancy rooms. Otherwise, it's just 2 gold a night.
Per person or total?
For a room.
Okay.
oh well.
I think we've earned a nice room, but I don't. Doesn't matter to me, Bisbo. Would you rather have a hammock? You want your own room?
A hammock is a pretty nice room to me, if I'm being honest. It's just like there's no like you have your own room with your friend, and there's a hammock, and there's a wash basin, and there's not like you're not with like other animals or like in a hole. People throw garbage at you, or
I think let's splurge for the nice rooms here, and
I think Esmeralda would vote to splurge also. Just to
just don't tell her there's a nicer room than the rooms we're
my
getting.
gold.
I'll Bisbo. It's fine.
So much. It's fine. I got it. It's
No.
fine.
I'll pay. I'll pay.
How about one of these gems for everything?
We've
Gold?
Oh,
all.
yeah. You have gems?
Yes, I have gems.
Yeah. What kind of gems you got?
What's like a gem that would be kind of equivalent that I think, based on my knowledge of the city, I guess it's not the same in the Feywild. So
Yeah. Like that would pay for these things? Is that what
I don't
you're
know.
thinking?
Okay, fine. I'll just pull out some like, I'll pull out like an agate, whatever.
Yeah, they're about 10 gold each. So that would probably cover the whole group for one of the
One of
agates.
the agates. Yeah.
Okay. You watch as this little hummingbird-like creature pulls out a little monocle like this and kind of has a good close look.
Godwin's right behind her, also with his like eyes like focusing in to what she's doing.
Get away! It yells
He looks-
back at Goblin.
His like his eyes kind of droop down, and his like arm shoulders droop.
It's my
He
gym.
Converts away a little bit. No, that's my friend. He's just curious.
I don't trust that one. He's looking at me funny. Yep. Neve will take that. That's good. And the gem itself is bigger than the creature. Like it's larger than the entire creature is peering into the reflected gem. We'll take that one. That's fine.
Okay.
We good?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
It sticks its fingers in its mouth and kind of does this large whistle. And then kind of hovers just above the group. And from the largest bough, a sack, a leather pouch attached to a vine comes fizzing down from the bough above. Can you put it in?
Okay. Put it in.
And up goes the vine, pulling the pouch up to the sky.
Was that like a specific gem pouch?
Well, it's mostly for gold.
Ah.
But gems are good too. Thank you. Welcome to the Bracken Bough. And with a second whistle, a large rope rung ladder comes trickling down from the bough above. And it's at this point that you see a larger bird. Wings extended, human frame, wearing kind of quite nice suit, as the owling looks down at you guys. He's wearing a suit rather than this kind of, this beautiful.
Wow, so dapper.
Looks down towards you.
Like his look.
Tight pants.
Well, come on. One at a time. Thank you for your custom, he yells from above.
I will go first.
Sure.
And you start to climb
Sounds fun. Just looking
30
around
feet.
as she goes.
as you start to climb up the... And from this area, looking, as you start to climb the rope ladder up, you look across at the grove, and what you see is it's a city. It's a city of bracken houses, smoke drifting up into the heavens, and you see that there is all manner of creatures here. Badgers and stoats and hedgehogs and all types of birds, sparrows, there's birds circling around in the oaken trees above. It's beautiful. It's really lovely, and still the gentle cascade of orange and red and golden leaves that come trickling down from above. Bisbo, how are you travelling on the ladder? Sorry, go. Yep, go there, Trini.
Just was gonna yell down to Bisbo as she's going up. Just be like, "It's really fine. It's very safe, Bisbo. You'll be fine."
Humans first, or elf, or whatever you are.
Human-ish.
How about I go behind you? That way, I'm here just in case something happens. You'll be fine, but I'm here to support you.
How high is it up there?
It's
High.
30 feet.
Not that high.
That's 20 feet higher than I've been. Okay. Okay, here I go. Which I've definitely done this before. I'll start climbing, and then Godwin will kind of like, futilely, grab the back of my shirt and pull up.
Try and
he's like
start
hovers, trying to help me up. Yeah,
Yep.
but it's obviously futile.
As Bisbo looks up, you see the large eagle, owl-like creature extend one of its hands, and this thing has claws at the end of its wings, which is a little unusual. So it kind of reaches a claw to Tisme, drag you back up on top of the bough.
Thank you.
Welcome. You are a hag. We haven't had a hag here for a while.
Oh, did they frequent these areas?
No, of course. All Fae are welcome here at the Bracken Bower.
Well, thank you.
If you wish, the the herbarium and libraries are along this wing. Welcome to stay as long as you like. But first, perhaps, we'll check you in with Neve and see you to your rooms. I'm Connell. If I can be of any assistance, please let me know.
Of course. Pleasure to be here.
Pleasure is ours. Come. He takes the three of you along the bow. And this is a tricky thing. Effectively, everyone here is walking along tree branches, and you see that they're interlinked with gangways and walkways, but it is a good 30 to 40 foot drop down below. And you see that the walkways take you up even further into the tree, so even higher up than the initial rope bridge that would take you to the lower bough.
How efficient are these, like, bridges and stairs? And are these built like efficiently, or are they kind of haphazard, or like, and like safety wise, do they have like guardrails or anything, or is this kind of just like an Adventureland?
It is a mixture. There is certainly some handrails in the lower areas, but you see that some of the walkways extend where it might connect one branch to another branch. It would extend a little bit further to a third branch where it gets really narrow, so that you can choose to stay on a safe, circuitous route to go through here, or there's kind of more daring,
like side
streets, and extensions to the roads, so that you can kind of get to places quicker if you choose to tread on the narrower branches, if that makes sense.
And where is Connell taking us? How is Connell taking us?
Well, Connell kind of half flies, half walks.
Okay.
So he's kind of taking you along a pathway, but you notice that every now and then he'll just leap. He'll just fly up to the level above, rather than taking the long route. I mean, he can show that you can see where you're supposed to be walking, but for him, he doesn't need to. So he'll just kind of pop up and wait for the next section, if that makes sense. Eventually, you make your way to an upper level. And it's here you see in the center of the tree, there's a large carved out section of the trunk. Within that trunk, you see there is a beautiful golden, almost miniature oak tree, carved and set within the trunk itself. It radiates light out from the center of the trunk. And from this section, you see a number of rooms or pods, I guess, bracken pods, nestled within the tree, nestled within the leaves. To your left, as you emerge onto this level, you see a very small, it's like an open, I'm thinking veranda, but it's like an open platform. And here you see that there's a number of very, very small tables where tiny fae folk are drinking and chatting at the Pixie Bar. You see Connell emerges onto this landing. You see Kenag flying next to you, surrounding you still. And then from out of the main hole in the trunk with this beautiful miniature oak tree rolls another hedgehog. The hedgehog wears an apron, and she seems to have a dishcloth in her hand. She rolls directly up to, let's say, Tismay's feet, bumping into it, and uncurls herself.
Hello.
Oh, hi. I'm Neve. I'm the owner.
Oh,
welcome.
Hi. Yes, welcome. Thank you for allowing us to stay at your establishment.
No problem whatsoever. Welcome. You look hurt. What hit you?
Yes.
But you didn't say they were hurt. Kenag, first thing you don't make them barter and talk. If they're hurt, you bring them up. We'll deal with that later. It's manners. And the little sprite kind of dips its head. Sorry. You were saying?
Yeah, encounter with the Lightningborn, some Shadow Fae.
Oh, that'll do it.
How I take.
Yeah, right. Well, come on, let's get you cleaned up.
Yes, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
This way. And the hedgehog rolls along the bow. Like it's kind of it looks dodgy, you know, as if one turn it would
I'm so
she would
anxious
just spiral
about this.
out.
Yeah. Oh
So
God,
she's-
no. Okay. Goblin helper. No. Okay, that's fine.
She's probably an expert at this. This is so cool.
This can't be
Rolls.
safe. There must be just so many hedgehog deaths.
She pops up. Come on, it's fine. Let's go. Rolls back in and moves along the branch to some of these pods.
Quinn will just follow behind Bisbo, and then as he starts to teeter a little bit, just kind of gently nudge him back to like center mass. Like,
Cool. Tismay's up front, just beeline after this fun little rolling hedgehog.
She moves towards two of these domes, and the domes are interwoven wicker around the top, and inside you see some lush rooms, double beds with a side writing desk, and everywhere you see that there's small lanterns flickering with the tiniest of fireflies, much smaller than real ones, like actual, almost minuscule, these clouds of fireflies within the lanterns. You see that there's a wash basin here in each of the rooms. It's really beautifully appointed. This is a really lovely space. You see that one of the rooms has some fresh flowers and some small potted plants, and Neve looks towards not Esmeralda, Tismay, and says, I think this would suit you better, love. I think the plainer one for the gentlemen's. Yes?
It sounds good to me. Thank you.
Excellent. Well, wash up, whatever you need, you just let Connell know. And if you need anything urgently, just give Kenag a whistle, and she'll come straight away.
Thank you. Sure.
I hope you. Can I get you anything to eat or drink, or is everyone okay?
I think, are we?
just maybe some fresh
After the
water.
last time we ate.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, there's a pitcher of water in your rooms already, all made up, ready to go.
Kind of. What kind of grub are we talking about?
Oh, grubs? I can get you grubs if you like, if you prefer eating grubs.
No, I mean, what kind of? It is saying in the cities. What kind of food?
Oh,
But,
well, we do a stew of meats, and or if you're more of a vegetarian, there's some parsnips and potatoes and things like that. We grow and rustle up most things here.
What about those dessert?
Well, only the best pastries. We of course make
Pastries?
amazing cakes. I can
Cakes?
yes, of course. Sprite cakes, fairy cakes, those kinds of things. We
Oh.
can do a proper buffet.
I've dreamed of cakes. Do you happen to have pies?
Sweet or savory?
There's multiple types.
Of course.
How much for
I don't know.
selection of just some of your finest pastries and
Pies and cakes.
foods?
Now,
and-
I can bring
Is
the
that
pies
okay?
if you
Can I
like.
have a pie? Is that okay?
Sorry, just pies?
I can have pie? That's okay?
Of course.
Are you sure?
Yes, absolutely. Apple and cherry blossom pie is wonderful. Or
Oh.
there's
I go reach out and grip Quinn, and my grip is so hard. Like it's hurtful. It's hurting you. Queen, they said I can have pies.
Yeah, buddy, you can have a pie or two. Just
I grip Tismay. They said I can have pies. My little hands dig in
Pies,
just
what's
so
the
deep.
problem? We'll take yes.
I used to get taunted with pies. They used to show me pies. They said I could never eat them, and then the soldiers would eat in front of me.
all right.
we have cream pies,
I say,
pheasant
throw me some
pies,
rat.
a pork pie if you wished.
An assortment of savory and sweet pies would be lovely.
Of
Thank
course,
you.
we'll bring them straight up.
Okay. You were taunted with pies, Bispo?
Yes, pies and cakes. It was a horrible tortures. I was given week-old bread, and then they would eat pie in front of me. And that's all I ever wanted. I kept saying, if I work hard enough, they'll give me a bonus of pies, and okay, here I got a new bomb, a new mine that will explode and dazzle people, or a flame. Here's a flamethrower that anybody can carry. But no, that didn't equal pie money. I only got a little, maybe just a scrap of a waffle or something, but never pie.
Breathe.
Is that all typical in the city? Like, my father and men around the town would tell stories about how things were done there. I didn't think it was that.
Not in Raywald. This didn't happen to you in Raywald, did it?
It was in Raywald. Oh, Raywald's the capital? Right?
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
this let me my sorry.
It's been a while since
In one of the eastern cities.
Yeah, okay.
Hold on.
Salzbeck?
Yeah, this was in Salzbeck.
Yeah, we would never let that happen in our
Oh,
city.
really? You don't think that? You don't think in your city this stuff happens? Man, you are just out of the loop. I mean, just like,
He kind of storms
Well.
off and just starts taking off armor and stuff in the in the room. Our rooms are kind of adjoined, or like at least facing each other or close to each other.
We're sharing
facing
room,
each
right?
other. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we can go just relax a bit.
I couldn't even tell you the last time I've had a bath.
Yes.
What's a
the
bath?
baths, the pond. I think I was
We
hot
did it that
then,
one
so I don't
time.
know if I remember even having.
What's a
Oh,
bath?
yeah, me too.
It's the thing you're getting today, whether you want it or not. We're not sharing. We're not sharing
Is it
a
like
room
pie?
and you smelling
Is
like
it- is
meat
it-
spray?
Is it similar to pie?
It is. In fact,
And how you
the
think about it.
better you bathe, the more pie you get.
Mm.
Okay, I'm staring at you because I'm like, is he telling the truth right now? Or are you trying to pull one over on me?
This is probably persuasion because I will take all the pie and you won't get any until you bathe.
I think I was gonna say
Don't do you.
it's not exactly like that, but the point he's making is valid.
As you emerge into the room, you see that there is large tubs, wooden oaken barrels that are full of seeping hot, beautiful, warm, refreshing, crystal clear water, ready for a bath.
Wonderful. Tisme will
Do it.
immediately get into that.
Is there fish in there or?
If you get close to that thing and you look in, but you're full. You got
Yeah,
all your stuff
I
on
look
you.
in.
Yeah, you got all your stuff on you.
I'm also really, I'm so like
You're
he's only like
heavy.
40 pounds, but I must have like 80 pounds of stuff on me. Like,
Well, I was just saying, Bisbo, let's kind of unload here. For a little
I
bit.
taste it. I taste the water.
It is
That's-
beautiful, fresh and clear. It's lovely. It's sweet even.
Wow, this is just like pie. I would imagine pie to be like.
Yeah, you're in for a real treat then.
So how does it work? What do you do?
First step is unload equipment, and we're gonna do inventory and cleaning the equipment to make sure everything's in working order.
Okay.
Then
Right.
we're going to use the water to clean and take inventory of our personal selves and make sure everything's
Wait,
in
you-
working order.
You clean. So this water is used to clean you, like you would clean a weapon
Exactly.
or armor.
Correct. Because if you don't take care of yourself, you are in fact a weapon yourself, right, Bisbo? Like you are.
Am I?
You are.
What?
I mean, your mind is a weapon. Bisbo, you got to take it back.
It
You
is?
smell like dirt.
Do
Like,
I
you
have powers
smell-
now?
You smell just dreadful. I mean, it's got to happen.
I think it's a healthy. I mean,
We
if
can-
you smell good, then the witches come, right?
We can. What? That's actually that actually may be true. In this place, I have no clue. Probably is true. We can put a little soot on you afterwards if you need to, but you gotta take a load off here.
Okay. All right, I'll try it out. It takes me like 30 minutes to get get like all my stuff off me completely.
I'm like
I
helping
have
you,
so
like,
many
Where did you
pouches,
pull this from?
weird knots, shackles, just bolts coming out of everywhere, tools.
This buckle doesn't even connect anything. There's just two pieces of leather and a buckle. They're just not even.
What's your
connected to
point?
something.
You never know when you need a spare buckle.
Just
That's my spare buckles.
Why is this hack stuff just floating around in your trench coat? What is this? A finger?
You can't keep it in. I don't know. I just grabbed it. Just seemed useful for later.
So it's like
Is this
95% of the room is Bizbo's stuff. Just
Yeah.
thrown
Yeah.
everywhere. Quinn is like
Everywhere.
just tucked his shit in like a little corner. And everything else is just it's like it looks like, I don't know, like a apothecary around there. I just assume of all sorts of crazy shit.
Parents make their kids like unpack their school bags when they haven't like gone through it in a while and just like finding things from weeks ago.
Yeah,
that just
yeah.
got
Oh,
lost in
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Sour milk and
Oh, that's what that
rotten
is.
banana.
There's like a strange creature just like.
Just hears
Back in your hole!
Yeah.
Get back in your hole! Sorry, what?
While this is happening, Tisme immediately just took off all the gear and stuff like that and soaked into
Yeah.
the bath. And while she's in there, she's gonna take out her bracelet, and spin it, and images of the little hedgehog rolling around, and the little sprite-like creature, Kanan, kind of flitting around, and the little wood creatures walking, just kind of like dance along all of the walls.
Yeah,
And she'll
nice.
just kind of sit there and just watch it all swirling around. And just relax for the first time in a long time. We really haven't relaxed as a party very much.
Not at all.
No, we haven't had any time.
What you see is the shadows, the silhouettes themselves. Within this space, there is light from the fireflies, I guess, that are kind of illuminating. And you first set off the program of what this should look like. You know, you kind of, and after a while, it's like a dream that gets away from you. You see that multiple of these woads, these wooden creatures start to emerge, and as you look at the silhouette moving around the room, you see one by one these woad-like trunks bowing down, and a massive figure of a centaur's, the silhouette appears within the shadow play. A very large, bearded, horned centaur with massive horns that sweep back all the way along his back as if it's the long hair, but you can tell that they're horns. And it carries an enormous spear as it kind of maneuvers its way within the forest, and the trunk-like creatures give deference. You see the hedgehog bowing, you see the sprite bowing as the centaur moves forward and then kind of fades within the room.
The craziest shit happens to Tisme. Just the talking campfire.
Yeah.
Yeah, just anytime. It's awesome she's alone. It's like weird stuff happens. It's going to explain. Like, I promise it really happened.
I love it. I love
Or you don't tell us.
high insight characters. It's like you're seeing all sorts of things going on in this place. It's really cool. But you bathe, you feel clean, you feel warm, and your wounds, they feel less painful. There is a series of relief here. Yeah. Quinn, are you bathing before or after the kobold muddies the water?
Oh, it's only one tub?
Yeah.
He's not gonna go in after, because I think it's like taking a monumental effort to convince him to even get in. Right, Bizbo? I mean, are you...
If you're going after, the instant Bizbo gets into that water, it turns black. And not just black, I mean, it's not just dirt. There's an oil slick across the entire top of this water. I mean, this is, and like an inch of oil. I mean, this is like instantaneously. This is black, oily water. Oh, this is, and then when he gets up, he has red scales. No, he does. I would say though, we could say now that like his shade that you guys have seen of his scales, it has been like a very dark brown.
Yep.
And now that he gets out, it's that we hit his portrait, what it looks like. It's like kind of like a lighter tan, kind of greenish tan. But yeah, this water, it's fucked, Jared. This is you are not, you would not. This is
Quinn probably wouldn't get in at this point. He probably would just look down and go,
like the bathtub is ruined. Like this is, I mean, I don't want to say James, but like that's my vision in my mind is that like
We're burning that tub. Yep, I get it.
There's like chemicals from there's the chemicals have chemical stains on them, so it's like this is Feywild has never seen these kind of things.
And to be fair, I mean, you've all gone through a hag's lair too before this bath. It's been some time. It hasn't been great.
Yeah. But for
and
me,
so with baths undertaken and cakes delivered, pies delivered, I should say, and assortment of pies are taken to your room, and for the first time in a long time, you feel refreshed. I mean, you still haven't slept, but you're feeling far more refreshed and comfortable, and bellies are full of food. And the Bracken Bow is certainly feeling like a safe place.
It's hard to believe that. I guess it's just me. I just picture Quinn kind of leaning against the bathtub, like maybe with like a wet rag, just trying to wash off things here and there as Bisbo just splashes in the bath. Are you in and out?
I mean, he spent some time in there, I guess.
Yeah.
He's like, it's a strange experience. But then if there's a smell of pie in there, he will just instantly get out.
It's hard to believe that things have been coming from the Feywild that have been trying to kill us, and then there's this place as well, just on the other side.
Why is that hard to believe?
It's just we haven't met anyone with a sense of manners since we arrived in the village.
Esmeralda.
We haven't met anyone with a sense of manners since we arrived in the village.
I think your definition of mine is different.
That's true. No,
the Feywild seems to me like the kingdom. It's like I met a lot of bad people, but there was some good ones in there. I'm a kobold, so we generally get treated like trash. But I met you guys, and other people in the village were nice. So I kind of think there's good and bad people everywhere. I mean, here I've been way less judged than the kingdom. If I went to the kingdom, you would see. I mean, Quinn, you probably don't see these things, but even me, who I know I haven't shared much, but I worked in the Artificers Guild. I worked in the Army's R&D department, and I did a lot. I mean, a lot of the weapons that are used, I think, came from me, which I'm not proud of, but I was still not given any respect. I wouldn't even know what respect was until you guys have shown me. So, here, besides the ones that tried to kill me, but nobody really, even the ones that, even the buttholes that tried to kill us, have treated me with more respect than 90% of the people from our home. They at least look at me as an equal.
Well, I'm sorry that happened.
It's not your fault. I just think you have seen a very different side of the kingdom than I have.
It's got to be someone's fault. I mean, if no one does anything and these things exist, then isn't it everyone's fault in some way?
I just think that people are, and if you look at history, it's the same thing. You're born to something and you learn things from your parents. That's what humans do, I guess. And I don't know. And it's just kind of these things become institutionalized and part of these systems, and the kingdom is all systems, which I feel very safe in. I feel safe in knowing where things lie and the order of things. That makes sense to me, but there is a negative to it. It's the Feywild, it's chaotic, which scares me a lot of the time, but I can see that there's the freedom there where things can change, which is also bad. That's good, but there's also bad too. We see with the Shadow Fae, they were able to take over all these things because it's so chaotic and flexible here. I mean, imagine in a kingdom, one baron could not so quickly take over all the other baronies like this. There's just too much stuff in the way. There's too much red tape. So I think each have their own good and bad side,
Yeah. You're right. Well, maybe we could just stay here. Stay at the Bracken Bow for a while.
Have we had pie yet?
The pie is out. The pie. I'm assuming you're eating pie as this occurs.
No, it must have. The pie just comes.
Yeah.
And I was like, Quinn is like, whatever. I'm like, shut the head up, pie. And I just go out.
A towel. Use a towel. Get a towel.
No, I'm making a mess of everything. I'm just trying each pie. I'm digging my little hands in. How good is this pie?
The pie is extraordinary. I mean, even for regular pie eaters, let alone a first-time pie, this is the best pie that anyone has ever had.
So it lives up to my dreams and fantasies.
And beyond.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm just pulling my hands in. It's a mess. I'm making a mess of everything. I'm just eating like a wild beast. Yeah, I'm getting so dirty. But it's pie dirt. It's not like oil, acid dirt, whatever.
Sure. There's a gentle knock at Tismay's door, and Connell's there with the pie cart. And as the door opens, you hear the kobold in the room next door is going berserk.
I guess the pie has arrived.
Yes. I took the liberty of saving a few. He was a little ravenous. I thought I'd bring 2. Is that enough? A savory and a sweet?
Yes, thank you very much for that. He seems very particular about the pies, I guess.
That's my leg.
There's pie on it. Stop moving.
I'm so sorry. We're really not used to things around here, but we appreciate you allowing us to stay. Your hospitality.
Well, your gems are good here.
Yes, of course.
You're welcome to stay as long as you pay, as it's been said.
It's only fair that way.
Of course. Well, enjoy the respite. If there's anything I can get you, please let me know.
Of course. Thank you.
And Connell takes his leave, and as he exits, you see that there is a larger glow now. At the outside of each of the domed huts are these containers of fireflies, and they are all starting to light, as if we're going in from afternoon into dusk. Pardon me. Still no sign of Esmeralda, but you've only been gone for an hour or two. But you do get that sense of quiet, the stillness of a forest at night, lit by these beautiful fireflies. And looking around, you see each of the domes starts to light up on all the trees around you until they're almost like golden iridescent apples on the sides of the trees throughout the entire forest. It is gorgeous, really stunning, and beautiful. But you start to get that chill of cold of the autumn night air. And you do see that some of these spaces have fires. They are starting to kind of light them and be warm. But it's getting into the evening now. It's getting into the quiet time. Do the 3 of you catch up? Are you readying for rest? Do you want to explore the pixie bar or go out and do other sections of the bow? How do you want to spend your evening?
I was just going to say, the pixie bar sounds kind of badass.
I was going to say, once Tisney would take her pies and go over to the other room to chat with everyone else.
Yep. Mistake, number 1. So.
More pies!
No. Like, sorry. Would stick her head in. She's like, her head would be stuck in the door, but like the pies would still be on the outside that she's still nibbling on, just to see what's happening. Yes. Are you all tired, wanting to go to bed, or? I was thinking of looking around a bit, exploring. Unless you think that's a bad idea.
I think if we stay together, that's our best chance of success. But I don't know when we'll ever be at a place like this again. One portal and we can be right back in the village tomorrow.
True. Who knows?
Being arrested and hung for treason.
Oh, right. That we didn't.
So
that wasn't how that was supposed to go, was it?
It was not. It was not how that was supposed to go, but turns out the kingdom can be a little unreasonable, I think.
Well, that I have heard before.
So, but anyway, we're here now. Yeah, I think if we stay together and we're respectful, there's no reason not to look around and try some drink and see if there's anything we can buy. I don't know.
Sounds good to me.
You hear the biggest belch behind you. And then if you turn to look, Bisbo is now like 45 pounds. Like he's doubled his weight. He's just okay, I'm ready to check out the shop.
It's like a snake that like consumes something.
Yeah, just consumed a goat. Yeah, it's just like just huge. He just ate kobolds. I think kobolds. It's like I imagine kobolds are one of those creatures that can eat like 30 times their body weight at once or something. Like if they need to, because they're like opportunistic things. So Bisbo is just like he's just like 45 pounds. Like okay, ready to go. And just starts waddling after you.
And you emerge into the night, following the to the pixie bar. Why not? If you emerge out into the night air, you hear it before you see it. The sound of the murmuring crowds. You hear the sound of people laughing within the space, and then eventually you hear the sound of a band start to play. Grab band music, please. Sirenscape. Where are you? There we go.
Play that
the Cantina song.
Jaunty lute tune.
You hear the sound of an accordion playing and a lute player, and as you have come around the upright branch of this area, what you see is a platform. It's it'd be about, say, 20 feet wide, and perched on this 20 feet by 20 feet platform, there is a tiniest of little vine as a handrail. And around it, you see these small toadstool-like protrusions on top of on top of this deck, on top of this platform. And each of the toadstools has 4 little tinier toadstools around it. And sitting at each of these are a bunch of sprites, brownies, pixies, nixies, the tiniest of little fae that you have ever seen. And they are drinking big time. You see that there's a number of them dancing on tables. You see that they are, how would I put this? There's a level of amorous activity within this space that you wouldn't see. There is a bar here where there's a man lying down while other pixies pour liquor into its mouth. You see that there's lots of guys doing shots on, kind of around tables, and it looks as though the waiting staff are drunk too. They've got kind of platters of drinks as they're staggering their way between the tables, and there's this kind of uproarious chaos to this, where there's certainly no rules, and certainly whatever goes. And for you guys as you emerge, kind of each of these tables is 3-4 foot across, so you're looking down at these tiny little creatures, even the Bisbo. Eventually one of them will yell like, "Hey, you're blocking the light!" As you kind of leer over the top of it.
We just, sorry. Can we have a drink?
Yeah, of course. Harold, big guys wants drinks.
Big guys. Oh, I pop up.
Well, you're huge, so you don't have to.
The first time I've ever been called a big guy.
You pop up anymore, and you might split down the middle.
That's true. Oh no! Now it's been like 2 minutes. I've shrunk back down to size. I digest. My metabolism is so fast. Yeah.
A group of small pixies, 2 or 3, start spiraling around you, and you see that they've got little trays of tiniest of little shot glasses that they're kind of moving around with very clear white liquor. This looks like proper distilled moonshine like alcohol as they kind of flying around, and they eventually hover in front of you, and just kind of in front of everyone is these little hovering plates of the tiniest, kind of half an inch little glasses.
Thank you.
How much?
And they point towards there's a tiniest of little cauldron. It's like a little blackened pot. And you see that there's small amounts of coin being thrown into these as people are drinking. Looks like a copper here, a silver there. But each of your coins would half fill this thing. So
I'll take out a silver piece.
Yep.
And I'll use my smith tools to just kind of break off a piece.
Start whittling down into small pieces. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Start flicking the coins into the blackened cauldron full of silver.
Sure.
Quinn in the
And I said, oh, you know what I do? I
was
how
gonna
many
say,
these
what-
little pieces? I put like the full broken silver into the pot,
Wow.
and
So
I say
30
I
or
say,
40 or
I
50.
I always want to say this, Quinn.
Yeah.
Drinks on me.
And you hear this
Music stops.
uproarious, this huge uproarious
Record
cheer.
scratch.
It's kind of like, as all the pixies just cheer. And you see that the pixie barmen start moving around in very frenzied activity, dropping a drink off here, dropping a drink off there, kind of thing. And almost all in unison, all 50 or 60 of these pixies kind of look up towards this looming kobold. And they kind of do the cheers, the raise, the "Hey, cheers!" kind of from these small creatures below.
Raise a tiny shot glass. Well,
Sure.
Okay. Does Godwin have a little shot glass too?
Sure.
Okay.
done.
Goblin
Dumps it
drinks
over his
liquor?
shoulder.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, he just does. Yeah. He pretends to, and it just like drips down. You know.
sounds good.
Yeah, down the hatch.
Okay. Constitution saving throws, please.
Uh
I knew just because it was small, it couldn't be that easy.
It's pixie liquor. Yeah, no problem. Bisbo, you've got a hardy constitution.
I never fail.
Tismay's fine, and yeah, wouldn't you know it?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Oh
Yeah.
my god, that's great.
I love this script just keeps writing itself, doesn't it? It's like there's going to be someone phase, and immediately you feel giddy, Quinn. It's like, whoa, it's like you've been punched in the face.
Think about
This
it.
is hard liquor. You feel like face numbness, and everything starts to blur.
Oh no, are you Quinn?
I feel fantastic. This stuff's got a punch to it. It's
That's it. It was like, this man, he's queen
Yes.
lightweight.
I mean, it's fake alcohol. Normal supply.
Isn't he fake?
Is he? I'm not really. I've been a little bit
I'm pretty sure
confused
he's
about
fake.
that when she's
pretty
acting
sure.
now. He's acting weird.
the mantle
All
of
the
like
theories.
leaves that he's
I have-
like brushing off, like kind of flitter, like they kind of get
Yeah.
giddy and like a brighter orange and yellow, like, and he's unable
I
to
pull-
kind of like control them from jutting through. I guess he's flush red, like in his face.
Oh, that
I pull-
that seems. Sorry.
No, go on.
Just noticing the kind of like
Yeah.
uncontrolled, and just be like that. Well, I feel like that seems a little. I
Oh,
don't know
yes.
much about the Fae, but that definitely seems a little Fae.
You see me, I open my coat, like away from Quinn, and I pull out this like a folio, and I like unfold it, and you see just like kind of like a like a PI would have with like red. Like this is just like all of the evidence I've gathered on Quinn being a Fae. There's just like so many points and figures, and I'm like, is he here?
The
You
man.
know, it's only been a week, but there's just been so much. There's so many indication at this point that he's like. And here they called the she, and then he did this, and then he did the face stamp, and then was the same kind of magic as this, and then little prince grew, and you just see this like insane web.
So
Conclusion: he is a Fae.
lack of being able to take Fey liquor that works against it, right?
Shit, you're right. Okay, I'll put that in the corner.
Quinn kind of looks up, I guess, with like this cool breeze, like kind of now wap against his face. It's this red, and there's just these leaves everywhere. And we're on like a branch, like one of the pathways.
Yeah. Yep.
He'll just kind of like look around, and just where to next? And he'll just kind of like fall off the branch behind him and like onto like one of the paths that may be under him. There's got to be one
cool.
under him, right? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Not just like to fall ground, but he's gonna like, because he's very dexterous. So like, I mean,
Yep.
he's tipsy, but like you know how you get when he's like had a couple drinks and he's just kind of like smiling and he's kind of like just gonna like casually fall off the back and flip onto like one of the roads under him.
Awesome. And a cheer just goes up from the crowd. Like this is kind of a good bit of acrobatics, you know. It's like "Hey!" as someone falls off the brink. This you get a sense this is probably a nightly occurrence. That someone gets so drunk they just fall off the top of the pixie bar.
Oh, that's probably not. We should.
Should drink another
Back
shot
up.
because I really did not feel that at all.
I mean, we could do that too. There's nothing really stopping us. The Koenig only said not to get into fights, and to pay for everything. It didn't say anything about just getting drunk in general. So that
Blind,
wasn't that
ridiculous
bad.
drunk, sure.
And Tismet, don't tell anyone this, but I haven't had a lot of alcohol before.
Don't tell anyone this, but I haven't either.
Okay, really? It's kind of funny because you feel like Quinn has had alcohol, but we're fine.
Yeah. I think maybe it's like a reverse. It's like fey alcohol, so it's like a backwards thing.
You
'cause
have
we
more.
haven't had it. Yeah.
And like I just thought it was all pie, but I guess. Okay, well I guess we'll try another one because I kind of want to. I've never felt comfortable enough to drink it, so we'll try another one. Me and you, we'll be buddies. We'll be
Yes,
alcohol
I want to try
buddies.
everything.
Okay, Mr. Bartender, I shave up another silver.
Yep.
Just a whole silver back in. Run around on me and his mate.
Yay! The bar, absolutely.
The pixies are gonna burn
The
this place to
responsible
ground.
ones are gone. This is the problem.
Eventually, what you, with another round gone, you see a small male pixie just kind of alight onto Bisbo's shoulder. And he kind of is staggering a bit as he kind of staggers along the shoulder blade and kind of moves up, puts one hand, I guess, on a jowl. I mean, just kind of grabbing.
There's no
with-
jowls.
with
It's
this little-
scales. It's
It's
scales.
scale.
It's straight scale. Yeah.
And you can smell the pixie's breath, and it's really fiery with liquor as he kind of moves in and just gives you a kiss on the cheek. Thanks for the drinks. And just kind of staggers along the shoulder, and then takes flight again, and just kind of jauntily flying as best it can back to its table.
Oh, they like you.
Isabel's like
Friends.
You wake up with 9 pixies in your room.
that was my first kiss.
Oh.
No.
Do we have to get married? Do we have to get married now?
No, that's not how it works. No.
It's not.
I mean, maybe in kobold society, I don't know. Or
No,
the
there is no kissing in Cobalt society. I'll just say that right now. It is.
Can't wait to clip that.
You do not kiss and breathe. That's not how it works.
Now Bisbo's
Just
a
a big
dame.
pile. Just one big pile, man. And you just kind of. Just every year, anyways. Can we drink some more? I have
Sure.
to drink after. I have to drink after that. It may. Yeah, I'll drink. I'll take another shot.
And as Kobold and Dismay just start drinking shots of pixie liquor.
All the
Downstairs,
responsible ones are.
one
Where's
level down. Quinn's lying on his back, looking up at the stars above the beautiful boughs of the oak trees, and you see even in the twinkling twilight of the fireflies, the leaves still continue to come down. And they coalesce around in different shapes and forms as they twitter down. And you can't help but put a hand up and kind of watch. And as you do, you see your skin becomes almost iridescent, becomes glowing in an orange, golden, reddish hue. It feels comfortable. It feels familiar. For a moment, you kind of forget about the armor, you forget about that time. And instead, as the smells of this earth, there's the smell of the fires, of the roasting chestnuts, of the lingering taste of cider in your mouth. This is very natural. This feels like home. You get that quietness, that quietness when you've stepped away from a party a bit, but you can kind of still hear everything clear against the backdrop of the noise beyond. There's a clarity here, a very beautiful sense of space and a very beautiful sense of place. You see your vision change. You see the ley line that runs directly through this, the highway of Fey magic, the highway of Fey energy that runs all the way through this grove. And reflecting in the trunks of each of these trees, you see the glimmering golden orange glows of the Fey portals. Every single oak. Look towards the centre trunk of this tree and you see that beautiful golden glow. You see that there is a section that's been carved out of the heart of each tree where you can gain access directly in to to the Fey portal within. This is a beautiful, glowing, golden sanctuary in the middle of everywhere.
Kind of like puts his hands like behind his head and he goes, fuck, the lieutenant was right. It's not hard to see why people come and don't ever come home again. She just a deep inhale and just kind of relaxes for a little bit. Just keeping an ear out, I guess, because he's tipsy, but he's not, I guess, not hammered. To keep an ear out for Tisme and Bisbo above.
Half a dozen shots of potent pixie liquor in. Tisme and Bisbo on the tables above are doing what at this point?
Trying
Dancing?
to make friends with the pixies. Yeah.
We are
Dancing.
100% dancing. Tease me! Tease me to dance!
I'm not a great dancer.
Oh, you're beautiful!
Okay.
You look so free when you dance. I've never tried before.
Have you seen me dance before?
I envisioned this in my head. Haven't I? Have I seen
Okay.
it once? No, I've never seen
I'm
it.
not. I don't.
I
I
don't
think it's
think-
only Quinn.
I think it's only been Queen. Yeah. Oh, and Esmeralda initially when she first came through
Yes.
the Fey portal. Yeah.
I'm the only one who hasn't seen you dancing.
So yeah, Tisbe, I guess we're dancing, and also just like introducing ourselves to the local pixies. Just like, hi, we're not from around here.
So
Would you like a drink? We have drinks.
So the trick we have is, I mean, you're dancing, but you guys are huge. So it's you're kind of stomping. Every time the footfall lands, then one of these toadstools kind of leaps into the air with half the people, and drinks are starting to go everywhere. So can I just get you both to make a performance roll? Let's have a look at how well
great.
you're dancing.
Oh, we're super good at that.
100%. I am so good at performance. I'm much better at acrobatics. Wow.
Wow.
Nice.
Pi has powered me. And just to say, I think just before, Bisbo would be saying like, Godwin, bring Quinn a drink. So Godwin would occasionally just swoop by and pour a drink in Quinn's mouth. Yeah.
Bisbo, it might be the bars that you once went to with your PI. It might have been you're a well-travelled creature. Maybe you've peered through foggy windows of people dancing above.
I have. I got fogged in just watching before I got shooed off with the broomstick or something.
But the polka dance that Bisbo does will be talked about in pixie bars for years to come, as he deftly dances his way around the mushrooms. Tisme, on the other hand, is clumsy. And eventually, after a while, the cheers start to turn to cries. The tables are upended, pixies are swatted which way and that, and the band stops playing as all the pixies look towards Tisme. A few of them are crying. One of them, you see, has a bit of a broken wing.
Oh, my.
As Quinn kind of emerges from below, you see that chaos has erupted within this little pixie bar. There's tables overturned as Tisme still dances to Sarastra, still dances spinning and turning within the space. Her own consciousness out beyond her own, oblivious to the chaos that she's caused around her.
Tisme. Hun, let's be careful. Forget we're on a tree with rather narrow branches and fey folk nearby. We seem to have maybe overstayed our welcome some.
Oh no. I didn't mean. I didn't realize. Oh no.
Can you help the ones that maybe have been a bit injured?
Do
you have any?
I mean, I've got one. I can help a couple. Yes, I can. Is the short
Oh, your
answer.
healing spirit? Yeah.
Oh wait, I can use a prayer of healing. I could sit
Yeah.
there for a little, but that would take a little bit of time and try to.
That's fine.
If they,
I will.
I would
Also,
first apologize. Just be like,
Will you
I'm so
shave
sorry.
up this gold coin, Bisbo?
yeah. By the way, I started to spend a silver, and I don't know. It seems like I lost a lot of gold. I'm not sure. I just converted everything into electrum or something, and I don't remember how much gold I don't remember how much gold I had, but I guess we didn't really. I thought I had more than that, even with electrum. How much gold did you guys have?
I have 27.
After we. Yeah, I feel like I had it in the 20s, so I don't know how that.
Gold, you said?
So, well, electrum would mean if you've converted it all to electrum, you've converted 30 gold down to electrum if you had none. Did you have electrum of human?
I had 35 electrum. I think we split from something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 gold and 35 electrum.
Electrum for 10. It's 10 electrum per gold.
They're 50-cent pieces, so it's 2 per gold for electrum pieces.
It's 2 electrum per gold.
Yeah.
Oh, because silver is 10 per gold.
Correct.
Oh, okay. So that's why I have 30. So it's okay. So it makes sense.
So it's probably still about right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It automatically just broke them. I just pressed minus silver. Yeah, I will break down the gold that he gave me.
Okay. So as Tismé drunkenly starts to recount her prayer to Sarastra, she's kind of leaning on the branch. She tries to heal the broken pixies. Bisbo tries to bribe the bar to pay for any damages, and Quinn, surprisingly now the least drunk out of everyone, kind of trying to get some order. We're going to take a little break. So we'll have a little break back in 5 minutes or so, and we'll see you soon.
Pixie relationship here. Awesome.
Thanks, everyone. We'll be back shortly.
We're back.
We're back. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Faye Touched and Wrath of the River King. A little bit of a longer break. We get chatting sometimes. And we get distracted and we forget to look at the clock. And we're back.
Yeah.
We're talking about things. But welcome back to the Pixie Bar of the Bracken Bow. These guys are within the Oak King Circle. They've just arrived for their first full night in the comfort of the Oak King's realm. And unfortunately, we had a bit of an incident where Tismay has been kicking up the heels a bit too ferociously, upsetting the Pixie Bar. And so you see as these creatures angrily kind of moving its way back from Tismay. Tismay, with a little few too many pixie shots, puts a hand on a bow and starts to pray as Bisbo is furiously, slicing pieces of silver off his coins to pay for any damage. But it's Quinn, I guess, that has to calm everyone down as Tismay is in deep thought. And for Tismay and Bisbo, as you look up, Quinn looks different as he's emerged from down below. His telltale eyes are glowing with a beautiful burnished orange and red. It's almost like there's a roiling autumnal mist in his eyes, and it starts to glow. You also see that his skin takes on a kind of beautiful orangey glow as well. And the pixies have noticed. As Quinn emerges onto the stairs overlooking the bar, 3 of them take a knee, bowing down to Quinn as he emerges up the stairs. Quinn Otono.
Sorry, friends. Here, let me get that and help you up here. Tismay will we'll pay for and fix any injuries we may have caused. We're apparently not quite as used to the pixie libations as we thought we were. Apologies all around.
A small sprite hovers past. Sorry, go Bisbo.
I was just saying while he's talking and I'm looking up at him, I reach out and I'm like touching his face.
It's not used
It's
at
like
all
pie.
to the bite your hand.
I'm poking you and touching you. Yeah, I'm so drunk, so it's like you're like this beautiful pie. You're like a living pie right now. So I'm just. Whoa.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we'll be on our way shortly after we mend our injuries and short-sightedness here. Apologies.
Small sprite hovers in front of Quinn. That squeakiest of voices says, No need to apologise, Lord. Everything is fine. We'll take care of this. Sorry to have disturbed you.
No.
They think you're a king or something. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, it's the gold, maybe the gold and the silver. We've spent a little too much time in.
You look different, man. Tismay. Check this out. Look at his weird face.
Kind of trying to focus right now. Is it urgent?
He's the Pie King.
Yes.
Tismay will look over, I guess, and then notice. Mid trying desperately to concentrate on this spell.
You finally release the spell, and this wave of twilight, this bluishly purple twilight, comes out from you, and automatically you can sense the repair. You see the broken wings starting to repair, creatures starting to kind of get back up onto their feet. And as the twilight rushes out of you like a wave, it circles around Quinn. This glowing orange facade just doesn't seem to block out your isn't blocked out by your twilight dimness, the pale glow. It seems to shine its way beyond it. He's glowing.
Oh. Quinn, you do your glowing, I guess.
Oh, you're glowing.
Like not in like
you're glowing too.
Like
Tismay.
literally. No, like I like
I guess Quinn
literally.
to take stock of himself. Like assuming he just kind of relaxed and didn't actually pay attention. So if everything is going on, he'll look around himself and see. That,
Godwin comes down with a little his little tailor's mirror.
Just to show him how beautiful he is. Yeah.
Just so you can see. It's a little tiny mirror, but it's enough where you can.
You look like a golden god.
Yeah.
I didn't want to mention this before because it seems like you were weird about it, but sure you're not somehow related to Fae things in some way? Maybe.
I mean,
because you look kind of.
well, maybe it's just this place does this to all elves that come. I mean,
Why do you just accept it, man? You're definitely Fae. Come on, look, I got this whole look here,
comprehensive
yes,
list.
and then over here.
Yeah.
You're not like other elves, and you've
I mean,
been Macy stepping. You just got to accept it, man. You're like a high Fae god.
I don't know. I mean, I just this is the first time I've ever seen anything like this. This is my first time here in the Feywild. This is my first time plucking leaves off of me. This is, I think, maybe it's just the environments. I mean,
man.
grew up in the kingdom. I mean, I was there for years, decades.
James, do I know of changelings in my books, my research?
Make an Arcana roll.
Okay. I will not use my. I don't think I have the right of mind to use my.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Floated there.
Man, did you know? You're probably a changeling.
Changeling?
No. I'm an elf.
Yes. The Fae do that sometimes, dude. They like bring a baby, they put the baby there, they take the other one away.
Well, this is happening. Tisme is gonna be trying to like usher us out and just apologizing as we're leaving. Just like, so sorry. We just thank you for your hospitality. So sorry.
You stagger your way along the bough of the tree, just kind of moving down towards the trunk, and then across to one of the rope platforms to your rooms as you continue to talk. Yeah.
Dude, man, I'm telling you, like, and then like you can sense ley lines and portals. Why? I bet like half of the what do they call it? The dogs? What do you call it? The wolves? The dog wolves?
Hounds.
The hounds. I bet those are all changelings, man. That would make sense. I mean, the kingdom would use that. That's how you're kind of like kept apart, but
But there's years of training, goes into seeing ley lines, and
years of making sure you don't know your true nature, probably. Right? That's probably what it is. Knowing the kingdom.
I don't know what a changeling is, but have you always had some ability to see portals? Like, was there some sign that's why they chose you, or did it come from nowhere? I don't know.
I enlisted. I didn't. It wasn't necessarily picked. I don't know. Always had a sense of portals. It's the kingdom. I don't know that there's anything staggering.
You look like your parents. Do you look like your parents?
I look like my. Yeah, I only have my dad. So if anything, either he's a liar and he's a changeling, or he.
No, man, they don't know it. Sometimes they just either sometimes I think, correct me if I'm wrong, James. Sometimes they just switch the child, just a little switcheroo in the crib, and sometimes the person makes a pact with the Fae and just kind of goes into the woods and there's the baby. You don't know who your mother is?
No. I've asked, and he gets, he got stuffy and defensive, and I just assumed he he ventured into one too many of a brothel or something. I don't know. He's
wait. Shh. Put my hand on your belt. Right? It goes in your mouth, and you just take, Shh. I mean, there's always a third option too, man. I mean, what if he, did with a fae or something, and then here comes Quinn, and then I'm pregnant, and then here's baby Quinn. It's yours to take care of.
Maybe I'm like
I think that's also I read about that too.
Brother. Long lost brother, maybe.
I don't know.
But isn't she all like flowers and petals, and you're all leaves? Is that how that works?
You have seen and know as much as I do about what is going on here.
Well, from what I've seen, there's something different about. I don't know all of these things about changelings or fae things, but there's something different. For sure.
It's as if the action of discussing this is making Quinn a bit more mundane, and you see the glow start to fade.
Going away.
Oh,
Wait,
maybe it's the pixie juice. The pixie juice. I mean, you look kind of glowy.
No,
Bisbo.
No. Shh! I put my mouth on your finger hand. No.
My mouth on your mouth on my finger.
Wait. All of the pixies were bowing to you, man, and saying good things. Can I like stumble back to the pixie bar?
No.
You can turn, yeah.
I turn. I go back.
I grab your tail.
You see that
I slip away.
Most of the patrons have left. They've flitted in after the disruption. There's a few pixies just kind of wiping down tables, stacking chairs, kind of putting glassware away, setting the dishwasher up, that kind of thing.
Hey, pixies. It's me, the guy who bought you drinks all night. Hey, there's an electrum piece right here. Can you tell me? I saw you guys bowing to my friend over there. Why were you doing that? Why were you saying, my lord?
Wait, he's a she.
So you just all she are like above you, or do you know what?
Well, yeah, all she, yeah. The little pixie kind of, she's got two reddish plaits. Mm-hmm. Kind of looking up towards you, a bit confused.
You're cute. So what? Do you know anything about where his family's from? What court he could belong to, or?
He didn't wear a token.
Oh, the token.
I didn't notice he was glowing though. All the shit glow when they're angry or happy or lustful. Or longing.
Okay.
They all glow like that when they want something.
But you don't know if he wasn't raised in the Feywild. I think he was a changeling.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, that would make sense if he's a changeling. He would glow like that sometimes. I think, that could possibly.
Okay.
That checks out.
You've been so helpful. Here's an electrum. I don't change his life. I just put the whole.
Just the big whole electrum.
Yes. I don't know. Me and you, we should go out for some pie sometime. Okay.
Can you make a charisma roll? Just straight charisma.
Okay.
Come on, do this well. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
She looks down and says, she seems a bit caught. No, I'm fine. And she kind of half shoves the money back towards you, as if that's not part of the deal, pal.
Huh. Okay. Don't want anything for this information?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, bye.
I've got to go back to work. Bye.
I stumble back to you guys. Okay, they say it too, man. You're a she. They say all the she glow when they're horny, or I don't remember the rest of it, but it was mainly horniness.
Probably enough for you.
No, it was also. Oh wait, I got it. Tisme. It was also when they're happy or when they're or angry. Great emotions, they glow. They say, "Oh, does she do that? Oh, does she do that?"
What Quinn feeling?
What do you
Seems like Quinn.
Fear.
Oh, that could be a strong emotion.
And tired, really tired. You guys not tired?
Oh, getting there.
We should just.
I
We should
could go.
He's asleep
I
already.
could go for
Yes, just catch him as
Slam.
before he
Don't
falls
slam
off
on
the
you,
side.
yeah.
To sleep.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
We should, yeah.
Sorry about all of that. Just you were glowing, so. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna-
I genuinely don't know. I mean, maybe after
I believe you. I
Esmeralda
just.
mend some relationships here, we can ask around. Just a elf in the army who can find ley lines.
in my sleep. You hear definitely a changeling, and then it goes.
And with that, as Bisbo mutters into the night, the three of you get a good rest. There is still no sign of Esmeralda. Whatever she's discussing in the halls of the Oak King is taking a lot of time and is going deep into the night. The rooms are comfortable. You get some sleep. And I've just triggered a long rest for kind
Ooh.
of mechanically. So if you need to change anything around and spells and such, this is the time to do it. And the night continues on, and after a significant night of drinking pixie liquor, it's a well-deserved but exhausted rest that you get. So I will ask everyone to make a perception check, but with disadvantage, given the state of inebriation and tiredness, please, as the evening wears on.
Is there a pixie booze button to press that I can like drag onto Quinn, or?
No, just a disadvantage. Just left-click disadvantage and then
Alright.
cross for me, please.
That
So that's
sounds
pretty
fun.
good. Jesus, Tiz, man,
Oh,
you're
Jesus.
freakish.
Okay, preparation.
Well, that's pretty good, Quinn, too.
I think we know how this is gonna go.
Yeah.
Oh, with disadvantage, I did do it. Yeah.
That was disadvantage, yeah, sure. All right. Fantastic. See, this is why you have Tiz, mate, because she gets to see the stuff that no one else sees in the middle of the night while everyone else is asleep. That's great. And it is early morning before dawn. You hear the sounds of owls and cuckoos in the distance. Something's not right as Tismé opens her eyes into the darkness, into the gloom of the bedroom. You see that the faint flickering of fireflies continues within the room as you stretch out in what is an extremely large and comfortable double bed. Esmeralda has not arrived. And there's something in the deep hearing that you hear from outside the room. It's a creaking, like wood turning, like wood being bent and being just moving within itself. Here, like this kind of creaking of wood from outside. You also hear the sounds of Bisbo talking in his sleep. Everything else is very quiet except for this kind of movement of wood from outside. And then in the very, very faintness of your hearing, rolling thunder from a distance. Early morning storm.
Get up and just peek her head out the door, just to give an initial look around, identifying where the sound is coming from. If she, like, what direction it's coming from, I guess.
Outside your door, you see a vertical branch. So one of the branches kind of emerges up from a platform directly in front, and it's big. It's a good 20 feet wide. This half bow that sets up. You hear the sound of this thing move. It's the tree itself. It's starting to. You hear it kind of just twisting a little bit. You hear the sounds of wood. So you peer a little bit closer. You see blackness. Darkness start to colour the bark itself, and it's almost as if the bark starts to grow, swelling, with a blackened growth beneath the bark, beneath the surface itself. You can see that it starts to grow quickly, like a disease is spreading within the tree.
If she gets a chance, Tisme will yell out for Quinn and Bisbo. I guess would probably think Quinn's the one who's usually up. So yeah. If she gets a chance, I don't know what's happening, but
Sure, you yell out.
um,
And you can make a perception check with just straight perception check, gentlemen.
I can.
Yep. So Quinn, eyes awake.
this is right outside the door.
Yep.
Okay.
Bisbo, sleeping like the dead.
She just accept it in my sleep.
As you watch the gall, this large stone, this blackened growth on the side of the trunk gets larger and larger. And as the wood starts to split from the disease, a head comes out of the blackened growth, and you watch as the face opens with sets of jagged teeth and grey windswept hair as this hag-like creature extends its way out of the tree.
Can't
And
get
I
away
will
from
get
it.
her on to roll initiative, please.
Oh God.
No, I wasn't supposed to hear that word.
Hot.
What are you guys doing here?
Hot. Okay.
Oh, brutal.
I mean,
Initiative. There we go.
Oh.
Wow. Yo.
Godwin.
Oh, I forgot
Godwin
to
is
mention
awake.
blessing. I just woke up. That's why. Okay.
Yeah.
Goblin is awake and rolls a 16 for his initiative.
I mean, he's just up. Godwin's just up.
Yeah.
He gets to sleep.
Okay. Let me get some music
I
going.
think we need light, maybe,
Oh.
or the. Are you guys loaded yet or no?
No. Oh,
Yeah,
just
we're
loaded.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So for Quinn, Bisbo, and Godwin, you should just see the interior of a room. Is that all you can see?
I see outside the room.
No, I see the whole thing.
You see the whole thing.
Yeah, there we go. It worked. I see like a little gap between.
Oh, maybe I need to click my actual token. Oh shit! I just opened the door. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay.
Oops. Sorry, I just moved character. Didn't mean to do that.
That was me.
Oh, okay. It's the same time I was moving my mouse. I thought I did something.
All right, we good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get the soundtrack going for this. What is going on there? Everything's going fun today.
Oh boy.
You hear the sound of lightning growing in the distance. As this creature emerges from the tree trunk, Tisme, around you, you see that a storm is coming out across the entire grove of oak trees. And as this creature leers out and lashes towards you, you can hear the sound of cracking of oak in all the trees around as another of these creatures emerges within each of the trees of the grove.
Ooh.
This thing lashes out towards you. It goes to claw you once. It hits with a 27.
Oh yeah. It does.
AC's a joke.
Doing
Bisbo.
Well, in that
17
case-
points of damage.
Oh.
And as it claws, she rips in towards you even more, and the massive maw of teeth lashes out, and she bites.
Nope.
Misses with the bite on a 14. Godwin, eyes glow up. Light irradiating out from the familiar helicopter. Something's
It's
amiss.
Wake him up! Wake him up! Wake him up!
Yeah, he goes his little like his little klaxon go off.
Yep.
Wake me up. And
Sure.
Yeah, Quinn.
You wake up, Bisbo. You'll be able to act in the next turn. Quinn, your turn.
Just hearing Tisme yell, just sprint for the door.
Yep. 15 feet to there.
I
Opening the door.
was so like, what do we do about like armor and stuff? Because Like I would say, I wouldn't have my leathers on probably, but I would.
You can sleep in leathers. You can sleep in leathers.
Okay.
I have no issue with sleeping in armor. That's fine.
Okay. So open.
Unless you chose not to.
We were so drunk, we definitely slept in our armor.
Yeah.
That's actually a good point.
Yeah. So opening the door, action, free action. I would assume.
Yep.
And peer out.
You see this creature emerging out from the tree. It's got one claw into Tismay's face and is trying to bite it with its maw.
Okay, I will. Attack roll. God, that's not. Oh, it's great. Okay, then yeah, I will planar warrior and just release a dagger as soon as I open the door and see this thing latched onto Tismay. So.
Okay, I've got. Oops, I just dropped your. No, that was me. I accidentally got rid of your thrown weapon mastery. Let me turn that back on. Done. Okay.
And then there's the damage type. And.
Bonus action is planar warrior. Fire off the first of your daggers. The first dagger comes flinging out from Quinn's hand. A 27 will hit. Do some damage.
I'll immediately favored foe as well.
Yep.
So I'll activate that.
Perfect.
And
should it be D6s by now?
I didn't take ring.
I didn't either. Yeah. All right.
I need to roll for damage. Big money.
Far out, not bad. 22 points of damage to the creature. It just turns and snarls towards you.
Another
second one.
Yeah, pulling the dagger back and throwing it again.
Mm-hmm. Doing hitting with a 20. You still have favored foe on. That's fine. So do the damage.
And...
Bring a grand total of 14 points of damage with the second. Any other movement? You got about 10 more feet. Otherwise, it's over to Tismay.
I guess I'll just take it another step like this, just this way here.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, just to see around. Let me see if there's anything else around here. Cool.
Okay. Cool. As an action, I guess instinctively, sure, why not? Tismay will let out the purpley silver twilight sanctuary.
Sure. I won't do the overlay on this because it'll actually take up the whole map, so that's fine.
Just because the hags make her nervous now.
Yep.
And so action, bonus action. That wasn't a spell. Nope. Can I? She's not gonna move, and she will. Yeah, bring out of the tree behind the hag. Will crawl out this little vine that will latch onto our hag friend's leg.
What if an acquaintance?
Yes, really. Just
I
co-workers,
work for,
kind of.
yeah, I work, yeah.
Okay. Make the roll for spiritual weapon.
Is that the one?
That will hit with a 20.
Oh, where'd I get a plus? Okay, I have no idea.
A plus 8. Doing 10 points of damage. Done.
I'll take it. And that will do that. Just stand there nervous.
Watch as this creature kind of snarls at both of you and looks back at the weapon, and then you see that she starts to grow. There's an ozone smell. You can hear the thunder starting to roll, and across the way you see a lightning bolt hit the tree next to you, blackening the trunk of the tree. It seems to be just standing there, just as if to charge. Godwin, what are you doing?
Oh, we skipped my turn completely.
Yeah. You were waking up on your turn. You can act on the next round, which is after Quinn.
Fly here, so it's my arm. Nope. It's having a hard time. So he just sees the one right there?
Yep. Half in and half out of the trunk, charging up with electrical thunderous energy.
Okay. He'll go over and pour some Fey liquor on her
Yeah.
that he kept, and then fly back inside and like make warning signs to me.
Yep. Quinn.
She's charging something up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll take a step forward, and I will use my Fey step to move Tisme towards Bisbo north, like up. So, just into the doorway.
Sure.
That's a bonus action.
So up to there, with you inside the room or outside the room?
I can only move her. I don't think I go with her.
Oh, yes, that's right. You go, bamf. Yeah, into the room or out of the room?
Just right kind of in the door. If the doorway's probably fine. And so that's my bonus action. And then I will... Just charging something up. I'm going to take the dodge action. Is that... I've never... Oh, God, I haven't done that in a while. Let me see. Dodge. Disadvantage. You can see them.
Dodge.
Maybe the advantage. Yeah. Okay, so I will just kind of brace for whatever's coming and take the dodge action and just kind of hunker down.
So double click that dodge button on your fantasy grounds for me, please. Bisbo.
What's happening? I was dreaming of pies. I run over to his name.
Mm-hmm. Run behind Tisme.
Big tree, hag lady came out of it. Black.
Did you call them or something?
No, it wasn't me this time.
Okay, sorry, I don't know.
Always good to ask, though.
You've been the most haggy person I've ever. Okay, I mean all the hags are
Yeah.
like tied to you. You know, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I should bad to Bisbo. I will. I'll throw a turret in front of his name,
Okay.
and it will shoot her. Trying to kind of like pop her off of the tree where she is, so it might need to move.
Yep.
Just to get like whatever the best angle is to like.
No, that's about right.
Like knock her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's knocking her 10 feet into the other building, yeah?
Yeah, so
Yep.
it'll be fire. Advantage.
That will hit with advantage.
Oh.
Doing 9 points of damage. She's pushed into the tree. As the shot rings out, she explodes in electrical energy. This is Lightning's Kiss.
It's my nickname in college.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Tisme, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay.
Fuck, I should have shot her in the room.
Bad kiss.
That hits, so you only take half this damage.
Okay.
Oh.
That's a lot of dice.
Oh, that's a lot of shadowy dice.
30, so 15 points of thunder damage to Tisme, which shreds all of your tempered points and has 6 carried over. Okay?
Okay.
Isbo, still your turn.
Oh, that was my action. Bonus action.
Okay. Tisme, your turn.
So I just got hit with lightning. That's fun. Where is my Twilight Sanctuary? Bonus action, I guess the spiritual weapon will lash out at... There we go, Bisbo. At the creature again.
Roll to hit first. Oh, that's temporary hit points. You're good.
That's
Roll to
temporary
hit.
hit points. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm just scrolling back and forth. There we go.
Many thanks for doing that. And that will hit with the 21.
Yeah.
7 points of damage to the creature. No worries.
Okay.
It looks up, back towards... Oh, so you still have your action, don't you?
Yes. Yeah, it's my action to told it.
Cool. Resist the spell. Does not work.
Okay. I'm just gonna move out of the doorway over 5-10 feet around the hole. Well, I do not have a great setting on.
Over to there. Okay.
Yes. And that one, my turn.
The creature flies, takes off, and almost like a whirlwind, flies over Quinn's head and lands next to Tismay.
Hello.
Claws her once more, missing with a natural 1, biting, and missing with a natural 2. Godwin's turn.
You really doesn't like you.
No, it's
Godwin will fly out.
Yep. Help action.
Dump the last bit of alcohol on her, and he will fly up away from any trees. You can't fly away from any trees?
No, not really. You're literally in the bowels of a massive tree.
You said there was more of can he see any more of these, or
what he can see is each of these trees has this kind of lightning effect going on, as if there's one emerging from each of the trunks.
Okay, so then he will then fly back. He'll fly into Latrene's room.
Yep.
Or Tismay's room.
I'm sorry, that'll hit walls. I'll just move you there. Cool. Quinn.
Seeing this thing like consistently go after Tismay. I don't know if that's James who hates Twilight clerics or if it's angry hag creatures that hate Tismays. Can I?
A little bit of both.
Right. Can I? I want to wall run like just around. Like it's fine if I'm like, and then like kick off. I basically just want to get by Tismay. And as my action, I want to cast Protection from Good and Evil.
Ooh, on Tismay.
There you go.
Yeah, on Tismay. So I'll touch Tismay and I'll slap Tismay's like with like this prefabricated piece of what is it, iron?
Yep. Ooh, cold iron, nasty.
And which is it immediately dissolved onto her skin and it kind of shimmers around her. So that'll lose favored foe because that's concentration. That's my action and my movement. So for my bonus action, I will just ready Planar Warrior.
Okay, and let me just quickly flick in.
You want me to target her and cast it?
The Sirenscape sound for protection versus good and evil.
Oh,
That's
wow.
cool.
Jesus.
Intense.
We are protected now. Oh my god, let's get the hell out of me.
I kind of extra, Queen.
I didn't know there's music in the Feywild. That's everything I've got.
Awesome, cool. Bisbo.
All right. I think he's going to shoot her. So it's kind of over, right next to your ear, Quinn. My gun is. I'm just going to shoot. No, it's luckily it doesn't have gunpowder. Doesn't have gunpowder. Yes. So I'm moving around, Quinn. It's clearly me moving.
So you don't get disadvantage for attacking in melee for the
in
cannon,
melee?
does it? The cannon is. Is that an issue?
I
think it's an issue.
Yeah, that's up to you. Because it's like my attack roll, but the cannon isn't.
Yep, so I'm going to say disadvantage.
Yeah, but this is me attacking first.
Oh, okay. Yep, so that one's fine. Yep.
Yeah. And I'll have advantage. And I think I'll use... I don't really know about... She's kind of stormy. I'm going to load up a stone round.
Oh, nice. Yep.
And then, so casts +7, but there should be... I'm assuming that the little bonus will be on there. Hopefully.
Yes, it was, and still misses, rolling a 5 and a 4.
Wow.
As the pummel stone misses. Yep.
Okay. And then I'll do disadvantage shot. It's going to Actually, you know what? It's going to can it, because it's tiny, can it move through Quinn and get on the other side?
Yes, it
kinda
can,
move.
but an attack of opportunity as you move out
That's
of its
fine.
space.
Yeah. It's gonna move
Yeah,
here.
so move to there, sure.
Yeah.
Try and whack it as it comes past. Here it goes, claw attack. Hits with a 25,
Okay.
doing 11 points of damage. So it's
Okay.
still alive. Yep.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, then it's gonna attack.
Take the shot.
And this will just be normal, right?
Yes. And that'll hit. Nice one. That's good. Doing 5 points of
force,
damage.
but trying to knock her away from.
Knocking back into the wall again once more. Tismay.
Oh, nope, that is the hag. Where's Bisbo? Okay. I can't see it anymore, but I would like to bring up my spiritual weapon
There you go.
and attack with that first.
Go for it.
Level 2, level 2, level 2. There's level 2 spells. Okay.
That will miss with a 2. Main action.
Main action. She's out of range, so that's not going to work.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. It was like if she. I'm glad she's not right on top of me. If she was, I was going to do something different. We'll do a guiding bolt. Just reach out a hand, and at the same time yelling at her like, "What do you want with me?" And we'll reach out a hand and let off a shining guiding bolt. See how that goes. Where's the button?
Oh, wow. Oh, nice.
Yes.
Oh boy.
That'll hit with a natural 20.
First level's here.
Oh
That's a
my
lot of dice.
god. 23 points of radiant damage into the fey creature.
And this button, because she's glowing, just be able to sit there staring at the creature. Just like, what do you want? Again. And that will end her turn. Ooh, natural 20, that's fun.
Not giving you a finger.
She snarls at you, doesn't recharge a lightning's kiss, and says,
Yeah.
all decay. The trees will die. The oak circle will fall. She's going to launch in at Tismay again. Claw you twice.
Disadvantage, right?
At disadvantage?
Is that
No, you have advantage against her. Damn, it's the cannon. Let's roll that again.
Protection from good and evil.
protection from good and evil, I thought.
Yeah, so now this should be a disadvantage. No, doesn't have it.
Oh, you're
so
right.
a 19 or a natural 20. So we'll go with the 19.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll take the 19.
Yeah.
That seems fair.
And I'm just going to roll this quickly because otherwise it'll crit you, and we don't want that to happen. So the 19 does 17 points of damage, most of which is absorbed, and it will then bite. And the bite, still at disadvantage, is a 19 or a natural 20. So we'll go with the 19. Oh my
Wow.
God.
Wow.
Wow.
So
You're not happy with me.
I need you to make a DC 16 Constitution save against poison, please, as this thing
Con saves
bites.
are not my specialty.
Really is blackened.
So close.
Oh,
Is it advantage though against, or is it just for against controlling stuff? Is it or?
The advantage on saves?
Yeah, I know there's. I know you get some advantage on saves, right? I don't know. I think there's kind of specific though. Jared.
Can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
Okay.
And then disadvantage on attacks.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you take 11 points of piercing damage, but then
Jesus.
another 13 points of poison damage.
Oh my god.
Tismay drops. And so
That's the visual.
Twilight Sanctuary is gone.
Oh great. We definitely have healing.
Godwin, your turn.
The healing check. Can he try to stabilize her?
Can Godwin stabilize Tismay?
He has
No.
needles and thread. Okay.
Needles and thread.
He will look around for any medical person.
Looking for a doctor anywhere that you can
Yeah.
find one?
That's right.
Okay, make a.
Or any allies around, basically, you know?
The main trunk of the tree, there sounds like there's activity. Help sounds like it's coming.
Okay, he'll fly that way and like Lassie be like, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
So it's this way. Oh, wrong figure. That's the.
I was like, where's the cannon
The
going?
turret scampers off.
The cannon's like, I'm out. This is way too much. Peace out, y'all.
So for Godwin, it's running around this way.
Okay.
All right, Quinn, what are you doing?
Bispo, I think you have all the greater healing potions still, right?
You have potions?
Did we ever distribute those? We didn't, I don't think.
We did distribute potions. I did not keep all the potions. That was not something
I have 2 in the party inventory, which is in Bispo. Yeah, Bispo has the inventory.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'll just say to Bispo, the healing.
on
I'll say
her.
to Bispo, I mean, I think we know they're healing potions, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Did we
Yeah.
get that far? Okay. So I'll just say that to Bispo, and then I will attack with advantage, I think, because it's got guiding bolt on it.
Guiding bolt, yeah.
Yeah.
And Planar Warrior is on. And
I can't believe I rolled 2 19s and 2 20s. That's
That
great.
was crazy.
brutal. Okay, let's just give me a
They
natural 20.
really don't
Give me
like
a
it.
natural 20.
28 is pretty
18
good.
and 19, that's still
Okay,
cool.
so here's 1.
19 points of damage.
And then I'll bonus action activate Planar Warrior again.
Okay. Oh, hang on, a bit too much. Let me get rid of some of those. Yep, got it. Done.
Thank you. Brutal.
That one misses.
Um,
Movement only.
I'll stay.
Bisbo.
Yep. Let's have the turret shooter.
Yep.
So. Oh,
That will hit.
nice.
4 points of damage and pushing him back against the wall.
Yes.
Still alive. It's badly injured though. Multiple wounds.
I know I should use this is like a greater how this thing is really messed up.
It looks pretty badly wounded, yeah. It's not looking great. Heavily wounded, it's called.
Alright, I don't think I should. We don't know what's happening, so I will run over to I should have done I can actually prepare cure wounds. I need to do that on the regular. I will run over to Tisney and down the hatch and shove a greater healing potion in your mouth.
A greater healing potion. All right.
Or whatever.
So,
Is that the only potions we have? We don't have normal potions, right?
so the party sheet from the party inventory has greater healing potions. So that is a grand total of 44 plus 4. Do you want to roll that into the chat window for me?
Let me try to do it.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
I can't work that out. You do it. So right click the 4-sided dice until you get 4 times. Drop them into the chat window and we'll add 4 to it.
And she just rolls better than me, so.
15 hit points back to Tisme.
Oh, wow.
You are no longer unconscious. And it's your turn.
And it's my turn. Oh, boy.
You're on your feet. The Twilight Sanctuary is gone. You're on your knees. You see the creature up against the wall.
Yeah, Tisme will stand and not happy about this. Okay. No, we're
Is your
trying
spirit
to
weapon still up?
It is. We'll start with that. We will attack with the spiritual weapons. That's
Okay.
the first step. Where? Scroll.
Right next
There we
to
go.
it.
All your spells.
Hitting with a 17.
Nice.
Ah, okay.
Doing 10 points
Yes.
of damage as the spiritual weapon, Tisme gets to one knee and lashes out. The whip of thorns wrap around. What do you say to this beast as it is no more?
The circle of oak will not fall today.
There you
Oh,
go.
wow.
There you
There
go.
we go.
That was cool, Disney.
Nailed it.
So cool.
With that exact tone, though, like not triumphant at all, just like
Yeah.
thinking of the word.
Watch as the creature dissolves into a blackened, poisonous ichorous goo that just seems to seep into the wood planks below, just dropping the branches. This disease, this tree growth, dissipated as the evil fey creature is no more. And folks, that's where we're going to leave it for the week.
Oh God, we can't even sleep in peace. Even in the the comfort of a nice fey village.
You got a long rest. This was like breakfast. This is pre-breakfast fighting. That's fine.
Calisthenics.
Oh God.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you all next week. Until then, see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Let's see. Bam.